Hey, finally time for a ride. Haven't been able to for a while with the weather, and probably can't hear me for all the traffic. Got sick for a while, had a few weeks with pneumonia, which wasn't fun. I'm desperate for a ride. You can tell if I'm going to sit in this sort of traffic with the rain we've had. Still going up the coffee shop as always to meet my mates for a ride, but the usual way I go is blocked by a big landslide, of course. I'll see if I can dig out the picture from that. You can see how bad it is. They reckon it'll take a week to clear it. So I've got to go through the city, through all of this crap. Adds on another hour to the ride probably. And it looks like it might rain, but anyway. It is what it is. If I get soaked, I come home a half day early. Anyway, just got to get through here without falling down in a gutter. Talk to you soon. The only good thing about coming this way, traffic's always awful, but I guess there's a few different things to see, a few different views, like the up ahead is the new casino and towers. I think one of the towers is open, one hotel, the other one's about to open with another one. I haven't actually gambled there, I'm not a gambler, but not some pretty good food options in there, ranging from, you know, not too expensive to, oh my God, I've got to work for another year. Although that great big sign they've got there that you can see, massive TV screen, LCD screen, when it's rainy here at night, you can't see the lines on the road because it lights the whole road up. That's pretty damn dangerous anyway. I guess if you pay enough money, you can do whatever you want. I don't worry about safety here. And pretty soon we'll come around, we'll see the latest bridge. I think they're going to do some extensions on it soon already, so it comes off in other places, and then you're hardly going to see the bridge. Very cloudy and hazy today, if not rain already. I hope it's not rain, but over there on my right, that's the new toll bridge across to Mountain Island, over to Cordova, and then from Cordova they're supposed to be extending that, going all the way over, sort of island hopping all the way over to the next main island, over to Bohol. I think that'll take a few years. Got to get through all this traffic first. Of course, there's SM Seaside. That was a bit of a mess after the big typhoon we had a couple of years ago. Bits of tiles and stuff hanging off everywhere. I got some good photos of that. I'll see if I can find that, and the ship that was up, washed up on the side back there by the typhoon. It was crazy. I think I've got some good photos of them somewhere I can slip in. Anyway, back to the traffic. Oh, actually, there's a good view of the bridge from this angle. I wish I was going over it today. It'd be a lot easier than where I'm going. You can see up ahead how bad it is. And that's just to get into the city before I go out again. This is never fun. That's why I don't come this way usually. I always go the other way. It's longer, muddier, but no traffic. Hardly any. Alright, we're going to go under the new bridge now. This tunnel's under repair at the moment. There's cracks everywhere, so 6 months of one lane missing just to make it even more fun. Other than the city traffic, which is boring to watch, I think I'll have a little break till we're up in the mountain. And finally, we start going uphill. So far there's been no rain, but I can see as we get higher that the top of the hills are in the clouds already. I mean, it's often wet up here, up the top. In fact, there's been nearly every trip I've done up here's been wet up the top. It's not really that high in altitude, but it always seems to be the way up in the mountains, up in the clouds. It's a little cooler than down at the coast, I guess, which is nice. A lot of restaurants up here. Unfortunately, on Sundays, and I know I'm a bike guy, but it gets crazy. It got really crazy a couple of years ago. People were dressing up on Sundays. Every Sunday's the day when 1,000 bikes turn up, and they're all dressing up with costumes and anime and going crazy. And then I think I had a few accidents. A few people got killed. Still a few people get killed. There's only another big one a couple of weeks ago. All right, according to that sign, we're 10 kilometres out of the centre of the city. We're going to a coffee place called K21, which is 21 k's out. So going by that, we've got 11 k's left of nice windy roads. Funny, my GPS says 15, but anyway. You might notice these little trucks everywhere, Suzukis and Mazdas and whatever, or MultiCabs. I mean, this one in front of me with the extra seats chucked in is a ute, really. But, you know, a lot of them are, I don't know, 6-seaters. Some of them are dual cabs, as we call them in Australia, with a tray on the back and front and back seats. They all come in the same way. They're surplus from Japan, so while they're called new when they get here, they could be 15-year-old trucks from Japan. I'll get a photo and show you how they come in. I almost bought one until I saw they don't come in as a whole vehicle. They come in cut to pieces in a container. They fit about 8 or 10 of them in a container. Sort of like IKEA style, flat pack. Cut the roof off, flatten them out, take all the panels off, bring in the chassis, and then they pile them all up inside a container and, you know, stick any motor and any gearbox from another one. By the time they get here, they start with 0 kilometres again. You and there's no safety equipment, no ABS airbags, so that, you know, they're not what you want in this traffic. But more of a worry is in an accident whether those welds hold, because you're putting yourself at the mercy of the guy who's having a good or a bad day doing the welding, putting it all back together, welding on a roof and hoping he gets it right. You know, they're a K car or a K truck. And the K trucks from Japan only have a 660cc motor. I mean, there's a few that have got the bigger motor, the 1300, but they're rare. 90% of them have got a 660 motor and pretty much flapped out. So they have trouble getting up and down the hills up here, and they'll get 10 people in the back, overload them, and go 2 kilometres an hour up a mountain road. It's you got to be good at overtaking. There's another one with a dual cab on the back. I mean, they're cool. They put some big stereos and bright coloured paint and everything, but yeah, I'd rather be safe. Outback Farmer. Oh, God. The Outback Servo, there's a joke. Clearly it's got an Australian owner or part owner. Outback Servo is Australian slang for a gas station or a petrol station. Servo was a service station in the Outback. You know, when you're on a long trip in Australia, middle of nowhere, and you see a servo, you fill up, you get in there and you have a, I don't know, pie, a sausage roll and a drink, you know. I've been there 2 or 3 times. I went in there and went, oh my God, great, we're going to get a pie or a sausage roll or some Australian food. Not a thing. I keep going back in the hope that one day they'll have something. I mean, first trip I had there, I asked the staff, do you know what an Outback Servo is? No, sir. What's your order, sir? Yeah. not K21, it's 21K.
A few moments later.
Not quite sure where we're going today. Some new road that's been half resurfaced. Maybe good, maybe a bit of mud. That's the old checkpoint from when we had checkpoint for COVID. We used to always have army there or police, I'm not sure. Oh, turning off early. I don't know if I've been up this one. Actually, I think I have. One trip a long time ago. That's the beauty of stabilization on cameras these days. You don't get to see what I'm feeling. How bad and bumpy these roads can be. It smooths it all out. So I tried out yesterday, I bought a new wireless microphone for this setup. Did a quick test and trial. I didn't buy a DJI wireless microphone that seems to be the flavour of the month. I just got a cheap one with 2 transmitters and a receiver. It seemed to work okay, but I got to try it again. I didn't put on the noise reduction, and I'll be honest, this headset's a lot clearer for my voice. You don't get to hear much outside noise, way of engine or anything else going on, but I was amazed how bad the external sound was. I tried it inside the helmet, I tried it on my collar, and didn't make a lot of difference. It wasn't because of the wind noise, that was all right. It was just even, and then when I used post-production, when I tested it, post-production noise reduction, it sounded like I was talking from down a toilet or something. So today we're back to the headset, and I'll probably go and buy one of the DJI transmitters at least, although it's probably cheaper just to go and do the transmitter and the receiver in one package. Doesn't cost much more. Give that a go, do a bit more testing. Good thing about having a 360 camera is hopefully, while I can't see it now while I'm riding, I'll be able to look over to the side of some of these mountains beside us while we're riding later on. Wow, you can see up ahead the farming terraces all halfway up the mountain. Crazy. Somehow they've got to get that to market. Actually, I do remember this. If we go the same way, because there's some big landslides up further. Although that was later in the day, so it could be quite a way off. very green. Oh yeah, this was the landslide spot. Yeah, in fact, there's the big rock that had just come down, or rocks. One on the left there and a big one on the right. Guess they're too big to get rid of. You only need one lane out here anyway. That's really nice views there, hopefully, on the 360 of that mountain over there on the left. Pity I can't really see it that much while I'm riding. Behind me now. $725 kilometers on the bike now, after a big no rides for a month or so because of being sick. I have to get this thing in for its first service and oil change soon. After I've been there, I can put the quick shifter on. I don't want to do that before I go in for the first service. I don't know how happy they'll be about those changes for warranty purposes. They sent me an SMS about warranty, being careful. They want you to, yeah, I've been here. We did this a while ago. I remember this one, yeah. I'm upright, so it's good. Tomorrow I'll know how bad the back is. I guess this isn't really a moto vlog. I'm not talking about how good the CFMoto 450 MT is and how they've just released the 800 MT X, which looks all right, but too big for here. That bike in front of me is a CFMoto 650 MT. That's the only size I'd probably go to, although until they bring out the new model, it's sort of old tech compared to the new ones. But when they bring that out, that could be good. But I'm happy with this one. That's about as much moto tech as we'll do today. This one's more of a travel vlog. Certainly some nice mountain views. And a tree house. Well, the road's up there. I've no idea how you get up over there. That'd be an amazing view up the top, although it looks like a dirt road, which would not be fun if it was raining. I've done a few sketchy mountain road trips in the rain. Probably the worst one was over Valencia on near Dumaguete. It rained heavy and it was like a flood coming down the street. You had to turn around and go back or you get washed away just about up a mountain. That's amazing. This is why we don't usually sit at home watching TV all day. The more you can go for a ride, the more interesting stuff you get to see. You just don't, you never know. It's a lucky dip whether it's a road you can get through or not. Although now that I've got this bike, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but there's still some roads that really means that a 2-hour trip can become a 6-hour trip if you get on some of the really bad ones. And then there's no cell service, so you don't know where you are sometimes and whether there's another way out. We always have fun asking the locals because we don't speak anything but English. And they pretty much nod yes or no to just about anything. And they'll tell you turn left or turn right, and the next person will tell you the opposite. I think they're just being polite, saying yes to whatever you say. And then we've got mountains on the right hand side. Definitely down in a valley. I think this is a road I've been on before. Comes down to a river crossing. my brakes are getting squeaky. Front brakes. As they heat up, I guess. Oh no, that's the back brakes. Maybe they need a clean. A lot of farming just there, eh? Pretty good. Yeah, taking this photo, I was actually stopped the last time to take that photo. I might do that again. I like that one. Although it doesn't look as impressive on the phone, of course. Ah, bloody chickens and dogs.
Life changes, just open the door. One thing certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours.
Apparently this is a new section of road. Last time I was here, pretty sure this got to be dirt about here. Yeah, this is all new. It's pretty steep too. It is, it's the first gear road. Back to first gear, geez. Nice view. Behind, unfortunately. Oh yeah, now we can see it. Sort of like Hidden Valley, which I'll get to again one day. Yeah, that's the thumbnail there, I reckon. Or that one. Pretty big cliff. Hey, mate. Hey. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, eh? Whoop! Not really a good hill to stop on. Sliding. I haven't been up this mountain before. I'll have to look it up on the map, see what its name is. Yeah, as I was saying earlier though, with the DJI, I'm talking through the headset at the moment, which on the Insta360 you connect as earpods via Bluetooth. I also have a Insta360 remote. Instead of having to yell out, stop recording and start recording and hope that it does it with the audio command, that it, oh shit. But it's Bluetooth as well and you can't use them both at once. All right, there he goes, I can. Further up the mountain. That was funny, I got the drone out as you'll see. First 3 flights I did, I forgot to take the lens cap off, so. Yeah, we're definitely not on the paved road anymore. Oh shit. You're right, hang on. I'll get up here. Shit, I can't stop either. Or I'm gonna go off too. Is he up?
See if it got stuck down there.
Yeah, is he got back up or not?
He'll be able to.
He will? Oh, okay. This is the first place I could find to stop without falling over. There's not many flat bits. Yeah, right on that corner I did too. You have to keep them, I couldn't stop where he was, you had to keep the momentum up. Ugh. This is the sort of place you're likely to come a cropper. Ruts everywhere, fuck. But if you don't keep some speed up, you go over if you get caught. same thing. Front wheel digs in, and you don't want to go over the edge. Far out. And again. Just gotta watch these fucking ruts. You're always gonna end up in them, that's the problem. It's almost impossible not to because they're everywhere. Hey fella. Jesus. Yeah, I want to go close over there to that side. Whoa! Yeah, David went over back there.
If I stopped, I was going over to you. I could stop, I'm about 100 metres past it. I don't know what we're going to do. That's the last mud here. No, the last bit of mud. Really rough, dry bit of concrete. Just here, slow as hell. Yeah, we're going to go slow. We help each other. You go one side, I on the other, and we support. We support each other. I'm here. Oh, and I don't think it's. Yeah, it's only where he is about to come through now is the only bit. You've got to go slow. If the bike tips over, if the bike tips over, you. Yeah, but you're going to go slow with your feet down like he is. Well, this is slow feet level. Where's the other guy? Coming around the mountain. Well, you can either help each other or you can risk it for a bit. So I think once you're there, it's fine. It's just this bit here. Once you get over there, then when you go around the corner, when you go around the corner, it's all dried up. Yeah, it's a bit bad. Yeah, exactly. You got to watch. That's exactly what you got to watch. That's what I nearly did. You wanted some adventure, baby. Well, yeah, actually. You got to go through that little rut. It's the only way. And real slow, or you'll hit the rock. Yeah. Down there. Yeah, you're right. These guys are going to laugh. What the fuck? They're like fucking amateurs. $200 we'll take you through. That's exactly right. What's the wrong with you foreigners?
Alright. Oh. Yeah.
Keep the brake low.
Yeah, yeah. And slow. Yeah, I am. Yeah. The downside of having this big screen in front of me though, I can't fucking see that bit right there. Whoop. Yeah, then over. Whoop. Put there. Whoop. Jeez, it gets slimy easy. She wants to do a sideways. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I am, yeah. Yeah, exactly. In fact, my back tyre keeps sliding. Whoop. That was fun. I don't think you're going to though. Yeah. Gotta go slower. Yeah, yeah. I let it get away too much there. And then cross over up here. And that's what I'm talking about with these roads here. It was concrete, really nice new road coming from that last river we crossed. It's concrete again, probably all the way out to the ocean, who knows. But right at the top, 200 or 300 metres of, wow, dirt road when it's dry, but rutted, horrible, muddy, slimy, clay, slippery stuff. That, look at that took us, I don't know, half an hour to get through with 5 bikes, just doing it carefully. Instead of 5 minutes, it was more like 25 minutes. But as we saw, all the local guys got their little XRMs and whatever, the skinny tyres. They can just motor on through because the bike tyre is about the same width as the ruts. Whereas for us, there's rocks sticking out that we hit when we go into those ruts. When you hit one, twist your handlebars around and you go over. You've got to be so careful. This is nothing like fast, high speed dirt road when you get to that sort of spot. Very much like when I was on the Vulcan last time. That if you haven't seen that video, you should have a look at that link. That was mud on a cruiser that clogged up so bad I couldn't even ride the bike. I had to get a stick to get the mud out from the mud guards. This comes out, I heard it was Lusaran, and there's an eco park there, so we're going to go to the eco park and have a cold drink, cool down. I think they got quad bikes and zip lines, but I think we're not that energetic enough to do that. And with my bad back, and up ahead of me Glenn's bad back, and he just had a fall and hurt his mouth, broke his mirrors. I think we'll just be there for a relaxation and a cold drink. Whoa. A lot of good steaks in that caribou. Don't think they eat them though. A lot of chilies, oh my god. Maybe that's what they're growing up here in the farms. Oh, pig in mud, happy as. More bacon. Hardware delivery. Yeah, the old Lusaran Bridge and, I don't know, Lusaran River maybe. I love Lusaran, I've been here before. Might have come at it from the other side though, not sure. I don't remember coming through that way. Back to some slimy bits again, where you got to be careful, keep the momentum, watch the ruts. Skinny tyres get caught in them, hit a rock. Now we're going from mud to crappy shale. Definitely got to keep the momentum up here. Really? There's an eco park up here? Fuck. Ah! Jesus. Ah. Probably about as rough off-road as we're going to get, I'd say. Yeah, anything I need to do on this bike is for the mud and the clay bits, change these tyres. They clog easy on those muddy clay bits. Don't let it go. Stays in the grooves and just becomes slippery, and particularly the back tyre needs to slip out all the time. I have to see what I can get. I had some Shinkos. Actually, the Shinkos are on the Dominar up ahead that I used to own. They're probably going better, the 705s. I think there's a 805, which is a 50-50 tyre. I don't know if I'd need them, but maybe the 705s. They were a good tyre. Not too expensive. Not a lot of options here. A lot of tyres you see that are in Europe and whatever, they don't get here. Limited selection, especially in this size, as these bikes aren't common, the larger bikes, so it means they charge usually a lot more for them. Oh, now we're on some good road. Strange, to say the least. Another case of beautiful road with crap road at the end. They just don't go all the way through. Although, there you go. There's a landslide in the last couple of days, I'd say. Although I don't know if that one will bother getting cleaned up given where we are. It's not like it's a through road for anything other than little motorbikes, really. You wouldn't bring your nice car through here, so I don't know how you get to this eco park unless you get to it from the west coast, maybe. That might be smarter. I give up. Where are we? Where's that go? That's about all I can see. Oh, cloudy up ahead. We've been lucky so far. More water crossings. Jeez. Not deep. Bit of landslide-ish area. Oh, don't want to go off the left there, that's for sure. That looks like it's going to keep falling. Yeah, the nice bit of road didn't last long, did it? The island's a lot wider than you think. I mean, TCH you'll get across it in about an hour and a half, I guess. You don't really see all of this bit. Go past it and miss it. Before TCH was built, whenever it was, 20 years, 30 years ago, this is the sort of road you had to cross the island on all the time. Take you hours, half a day. I mean, we're doing a lot of sightseeing, but it'll still take us half a day. You don't get that concept. You know, back home in Australia, you want to go down the Gold Coast from Brisbane, 110 zone, take you an hour. Everything takes you, what's the speed limit? What's the distance? Calculate almost exactly, unless there's an accident with the traffic. Here, you look at the distance, you look at Google Maps and it'll say it'll take an hour. It has no idea what the condition of the road's like, really. It might take an hour if it was a good road, but you know, it might take you 2.5 or 3, depending on what they've been doing in the last week, digging it up. That's why you have an adventure bike. Well, every ride's an adventure. I've got to admit the Harley isn't getting too much use these days. It's got a flat battery. I better charge it up and give it a ride somewhere around the coast or something, just to give it a few kilometres and clean it out. I'm impressed so far with all of this. We've had a BMW go down, we've had a bigger CFMoto go down once or twice. Bit of damage. This one, a couple of times you've got to be careful, you hit a rock in the clay and it jolts over, but it's pretty much taken everything so far. Just got to treat these roads with respect. Having said that, I'm coming up to a rough bit right now where you've got to treat it with respect. I won't show up on the video how rough that is, but it's easy enough to go over. And that's exactly what this bike's good for. These sort of roads where you don't know what they're going to be like. Smooth. I noticed the back brakes are squealing a lot, but that's just the pads, I guess, are fairly new still. And you're using them a lot because in this sort of rough stuff, you're trying not to use the front brake too much going downhill. Building a house right on top. That'll have a good view. Jeez. Big drop off both sides. We're definitely up on the ridge. Yeah, bit of rain. Hopefully not for too long. I don't want to have to clean that camera too much. Oh, there's a lot of rain over there to the right, but I don't think we're going into that. I mean, it's a waterproof camera, but the lens won't be too good. Hey? Nah. I reckon get through it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep going. See if it gets worse in the next couple of minutes. I think I'd rather go through here when it's dry as well. Rains heavily, this will be pretty crap. Definitely a lot of rain over there to the right. Hopefully we're not going too close to that. We were supposed to get rain today. I'm surprised we haven't had it so far. What's the time? Nearly 11:15. Yeah, so far we're skirting it, I think. As long as we're not going over there. I'm good as long as if it gets any heavier and it's bad, yeah, I'll stop and put my coat on. But I know as soon as I put the coat on, it stops raining and you get all hot and sweaty. I'll just move out of the way, see? Little half hour in the downpour. Dry off in the shed. Oop. Here's our friend from the shed. Hello. Oh shit, truck. Let it through, dude. We ain't both gonna fit. A long way down off this side. Definitely might need to clean the camera lens a bit on this ride now. We're all on the slimy, muddy stuff after that rain. Quite heavy rain. Ah, good. Concrete. Love it. Concrete for about 5 meters. You got to go riding along and pressing buttons. Now, I left it outside in the rain. The screen's all blue.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I hope I pressed some filter. I hope there's a filter, not it's fucked. We'll see. That was fun. The eco place wasn't open for lunch, so we haven't had lunch yet. Now when it rained heavy before, my camera was outside. These are meant to be waterproof and I had it all closed up, but This screen I'm looking at, it's all gone blue now, like a blue filter. I don't know if that's recording with a blue filter on it, that somehow I pressed something. I didn't know there was a blue filter you could add when you're recording, so I'm hoping it all comes out nice, because at the moment, it looks weird. I didn't know there was any way to do any color filters when you were recording, so yeah, let's see. Maybe some water got in. Jesus, I hope not. Last thing I need. But if it just means there's color, blue color on the screen, I don't care. As long as it's not recording everything in blue filter. Because at the moment it's pretty grey, not blue here. And we're off back to Balamban, and then I can go home by TCH, I think. Black clouds up ahead again. It's not unusual for going over to Balamban and up over TCH. Often you're riding into the storm. Seem to have a lot more storms on this west coast than over on the east coast where I am. Mountain range there in the middle of the island sort of breaks up the weather zones. Massive big road cutting to build a road, but I wonder if they will do a road. That's huge. Build a good highway here one day. With that amount of cutting. And that's what it looks like they're doing. Taking it all away. Oh yeah. And then what? Putting it over here. Building a rock wall. looks like we're going to go into some rain on the way home, as always. Can hardly ever go home TCH without it raining. We'll see if we're lucky or not. It's cloudy up ahead, it's often rainy up the top. Yeah, it looks like rain up ahead, alright. As always, I'll keep videoing as long as I can. Don't want to get this camera too wet. I think I've already got water in it maybe, even though it's supposed to be waterproof. This might be a slow trip home. The roads looks like it's rained in the last half hour, so the roads are pretty wet. And these tyres on this new bike are renowned for being awful in the wet, so I'm taking it easy. Awful in the wet, awful in the wet mud too. I think the rain's going to get too much for the camera. I can't keep wiping it all the time. Probably turns out looking like crap anyway. It doesn't look like much rain, but it is. If it's all over my visor, my goggles, it's got to be all over this camera. And I'm on the zigzaggy bit that I really want to concentrate on, unfortunately.